trying to get as much work as you can. Make sure that you have a resume that is a theatrical styled resume with a 3-column format for theater and film and television. Make sure you have that. Don't put your commercial stuff, if you've done any commercials, don't put it on there. Or put commercials list available upon request. It should be 1 page, it should be on the back of your headshot, nice and clean. Now, what you do want to put on there is your social media stuff. Instagram, Twitter, I don't know about Snapchat, but if you write any blogs or anything like that, you want to put that down on the bottom because you want people to be able to access that, okay? Because you want to get those numbers. I'll get to the education part. If it is a school you should actually pay, should be able to pay. But if it is an agency, it says, no, you have to take our classes, and then you need to get our headshots from our photographer, and then you need to pay, $2,500, and we're going to make you into a star. You run away, and you tell them to stop calling. See representation. You should only look for SAG signatory agents, period. Even though SAG is the Screen Actors Guild. A SAG signatory agent will represent a non-union member. So if you do www.sag-aftra.org, you can find access to agents on there. You just have to click. And the places to click would be places like region. Get the courage and submit. And if you don't hear from anyone, either call or resubmit or run off a postcard with maybe something that you're doing, because it shows that you're generating work for yourself.
When I practice monologues in my room, I feel like I do them really good. But then when I audition for people, I get so nervous.
The less you care, even though you have to care and you have to prepare, it's the less you focus on that, oh my gosh, I've got to be perfect here, that the monologue ends up becoming a lot more poignant and you become a lot more relaxed. I want you to get a deck of cards, and I want you to sit down at a table, and as you're saying the monologue, okay, out loud, you can even have some people watching you, like your good friends, you just say the monologue with these deck of cards, and I want you to put, your goal is to then put the deck of cards, separate them, make them all messy, like upside down and right side up and mixed up and da-da-da, and then put them in suits, so clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds, and then put them in order as you are saying them all. Part of your brain that's putting that together, you're really having, it's in your brain, so you're really having to think about what you're having to do. Agent called me and said, here, I want you to audition for this. It was under a different name. It was under Seashore, okay? Oh. So, and it had the name Tigers. I had not read the book, so yeah, okay. So I put myself on tape. The Atlanta casting director, so she was one of the 2 casting directors, had not requested for me to go on tape. My agent, and be noted, and I didn't know that, had told me, you're going to put yourself on tape. So I said, okay, fine. It's on her desktop. The casting director calls her and says, so we're interested in seeing, these people. I'm not on the list, of course. And she said, well, what about Eugenie? Jackie says, no, if I didn't put her on the list, I'm not interested. So they go back and forth, according to my agent, she said, I had to convince that woman to see you. And she said, well, fine. So that's casting her, fine. Tell her to put herself on tape. She said, I already did. I'm sending it to you right now. Boom. Do you know within 15 minutes I had a callback? Best callback I've ever gotten. Ever. Francis Lawrence is was the director of 3 of the 4 Hunger Games movies. And he is absolutely a gem. And the guy on set knows what he wants, is happy to have it, and is happy on set. The Hunger Games was absolutely the biggest film that I've ever, and I've never been in any kind of production like that, ever. I mean, this was a huge, it would be like saying, oh, I'm in a Harry Potter film. Seriously? I mean, it is not, and not just saying that, but the role that I played, small, but pivotal. The moral, you know what the moral of the story is. I mean, just don't give up. You have your passion, just don't give up. The harder you work for something, the greater the reward.